Okay, welcome everyone. Let me open quickly my Twitch on my phone so I can see the comments. Ba-ba-bum. Where is it? Oh, there we go. So, welcome everyone to the 100% race of Italy. We're at round 2. I'm Black Panther, aka Lode B, aka Lode, whatever you can call me. But I'll be your commentator tonight. I was hoping to drive, not gonna lie, but here I am in the commentator box, so I don't mind this at all, not gonna lie. Like it's a lovely track to commentate on. I'm sure there will be plenty of action. Since I know these guys love to battle, and let's hope and pray the battles will be clean because we only got like 14 drivers. And yeah, I hope everyone can survive the race. It's a long race. I think it's like, what is it? In the 57 laps or something like that. I don't know by out of my head, but yeah. First things first, gonna start off with qualifying. Quickly check my volume. Okay, seems to be fine. Let's do track map full. Lap data on. Telemetry we don't need. Tires maybe. There we go. And then we can. Yep. Okay. We're good to go. But yeah. I don't know who is going to be the huge favorite. Like in the 100% race, it's realistic car performance. So the quickest people will be put in the slowest car, and the more slower people will put in the faster car. So that's like equal performance, so that everyone can have an equal chance to win, which brings more action, and it's very interesting to follow. But yeah, let's follow up here because I'm done watching the pits with Mercs here, who went out as first. I put my volume a little bit more down. But yeah, I'm very curious who will take pole position. Like, I know Hazer usually and Mercs are on top of the list, but since it's a new game, it can be a lot different, you know, like, I don't know, for example, if other people gone quicker, because last time, UFRL William won, and to me, like, in the 100% race, I know, like, Hazer usually won, like, shout out to him, but it seems like there's a new contender for the win. William is also like an unknown face here in UFRL. Otherwise, he wouldn't have had the name too in his name. But I haven't had the opportunity to race him much. So let's see and wait what he can do. But the first guy who will be on a quick lap is Casey. So in the Mercedes. So let's see what he can do. Gonna watch here closely what braking marker he will break. Seems to be around 100, but just clipping the exit, the apex very nicely, having a good solid exit, stable backhand out of the corner, and now we follow up with a long right turn at the end of sector 1. What it's gonna be? It's gonna be 26.5. So I don't know if that's a good banker, but it seems like it is. Like, it seems a very clean lap, aside for that little touch on the sand on the left side. But yeah. So far, so good for Casey. I'm not gonna try to jinx it. Yellow flag in sector 3. Seems like just a Red Bull slowing down of... Wait, is it a Red Bull? Should be a Red Bull. Yeah, it's a Red Bull from Matic Fuel. But yeah, here we go. Sector 2 done. 53.3 so far. In the purple, of course, because he's the first guy who is going on a quick lap. But let's see here what Casey can do in the last turn here. Let's follow up. Seems to be braking very nicely. Opening his steering wheel now to gain as much speed as he can. And now makes the turn as short as possible to the finish line. What will it be? 20.9 from Casey. Let's follow here with Mercs. If Mercs can top it or not. Seems like he can't. So 1 second off from Casey. So Casey will stay in the lead in the Mercedes. Everyone is now gonna follow very shortly on him. Gonna follow up here with Jet, Kinky. Wait, no, Kinji. My God. let's pretend that wasn't said. But yeah, Kenji gone second with Widget in third now in the Ferrari. Dutch now goes in fifth in the Alpine. The Alpine, I think, is like a very tough car to drive. I don't know if it's in game, if it's as easy as in real life, but if it's in real life, then he's in big trouble there. But let's see here. Now Matty P will go in P3. Oh wait, they're Racing Bulls, not Red Bulls. I was looking at the logo and I thought that was a... my god, I swear I'm a Formula 1 fan, like, don't get me wrong. But I was just looking at the blue dots and I thought it was a Red Bull, but it seems like I got it wrong. But here we go. Following up with Hazer, let's see what he can do, if he can beat the time of Casey, who's been a lot faster than everyone else so far, so I'm very curious who can challenge him for a pole position right there. Never mind, that is Merckx already challenging him and going over him in the Williams, but let's see what Hazer can do. Can Hazer go over Merckx? No, he can't, but he will just be with 100th of a second faster than Casey. So Merckx P1, Hazer P2, Casey P3. Now the rest is still having to put a lap time. See here with Lynx, who's also on a quick lap. Seems to be a very good lap too. 29.0. Well, it's within the 110% rule, I think. But yeah, I'm sure he can do better, otherwise he would have put in a kick. Sauber. But yeah, let's see here. Rusted Bolt now, who's gonna come up onto the finish line. It's gonna be at 21.5. So far it's been very close, like between P1 and P8. It's all within nearly 1 second, which is really good. Like it's a very fast track, so it's normal that people are like super close to each other. A lock up there from Coffee going up into turn 1. But yeah, let's see here now with who's quicker. Mr. P will be able to put a quicker time first, but he's backing out there. I don't know, I think he's gonna go for another fast lap, but here goes William though. Here goes William. Let's see what he can do in the Alpine. Would have been funny if we would have put in a Williams car. Would have been more suitable with his name, but let's see here. Last turn goes William in the Alpine car. What will it be? It will be at 21.8. So far it's P8 for the winner from the last Grand Prix. Now it's gonna be Coffee who's gotta put the new fast lap on. Let's see if it will be anywhere close to the top 5 in the Haas car. Can he pull a Hulkenberg or will it be more of a Magnussen? Well, let's wait and find out. Here it comes to the finish line. Seems like it's gonna be a very quick time. Here we go, 20.3 from Coffee in the Haas car. That's Hulkenberg style, but just on yeah, I don't know, with some more coffee on, I suppose, to be able to put a faster lap on. So 20.3 is a new time to beat for all the other drivers here, and I'm curious if anyone will be like closer to get him. Like it's 4 tenths in between him and Merckx, so it's a big gap to fill. I'm sure times will improve once the rubber has laid in onto the track. Let's see here with Brewdog. It's a 22 point flat. P11 just behind Widget, and who did put a lap time here? I was about to look down, but I saw like 2 lap times put, but suddenly one disappeared. I think it was Mr. P. Yeah, it's gotta be Mr. P, who is into the top 5 now with the 21 point flat. So yeah, first couple of laps have been done. Let me know in the chat who you guys think will get pole. You can always text here in the chat, so that I'm not gonna be able to talk alone to myself. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions, any comments, anyone you're supporting for, like, please let me know. And we'll be keep on watching in the meantime with some people, just looking if there's anyone going on a fast lap. William seems to be going for a fast lap time, 1/10 off in the first sector. who has a Sauber car parked on the right side. I don't know why. But let's see here. William coming up on the end of sector 2. 3 tenths up now. That's what we're talking about. So as it stands, he will be in front of Rusted Bolt. So let's follow up. Can he get himself more comfier into the top 10? Will he be able to get in front of the Racing Bulls and the Alpine car? Or even better, into the top 5, who has been challenging his rival Mr. P, Hayes and Merckx and Coffee. Let's see what he can do. Here comes William, 21.2. So that's only 2 tenths with himself and the top 5. So it's been very close, very marginal. Like, not really able to make too much mistakes, but let's see here now. Lynx now going for a quicker lap. Still on the same compound of tires, I believe. Let's see. Isn't there a way to see how many? There we go. That's a slap. Now you can see like more data of the tires, like how many double tires there are. I don't know if you saw it before, to be honest, but I just saw it now. But I don't think it was showing before. But Lynx now backing off, so he's not gonna push more, it seems. Brewdog is though. Brewdog is pushing. Here we go, P6 for Brewdog. Very nice lap. 700 between himself and Mr. P. So good job to the lad, Brewdog. My god, I'm gonna open my drink already, because I think I'm gonna lose my voice by the end of the race here. Sniper Seed 2011 says sup peeps. We're doing qualifying session so far. Hope you've been doing well. It's the weekend, like gotta celebrate that. And we celebrated with a race in Monza. But yeah. Dutch Beast, is he on a quick lap? It seems like he is. 7 tenths up. Seems like he will be able to challenge for the top 3 here in the Alpine car. So he's setting very low though in the car. Like, as you can see at the helmet, like, doesn't seem like he's the tallest guy out there. For a Dutch guy, usually Dutch guys are like very tall, but seems like into the car, seems like a little bit smaller. Oh, the seat is just more cut deep. But here we go, Dutch Beast into P2. He goes over everyone else except Coffee. We still 3 tenths loose from P2 and all the rest at least. So Coffee seems to be very comfortable into pole position, but things can turn around very quickly. Let's see here. Lynx is still putting on a quick lap. Yellow flag sector 2. Don't know what's that for. I think it's for the Racing Bull of Matty Peels or Kinky. Yeah, I think it's Kinky. Yeah, here we go. Lynx peeps. Peace, my god, I can't. Mixing everything up together. Here we go. Quick lap from Lynx. And into P2 he goes only 1 tenth now of Coffee. So he's still on 2 lap old tires. So keep that in mind. His tires are more older compared to what Coffee was doing before. Yellow flag again for an Alpine, I believe. I think it was an Alpine. Of Dutch Beast probably letting everyone else go. Here we go, Kinky now coming on to the finish line. P3 for him. Everyone seems to be improving right now. So we could see a change for pole position now. Can anyone jump over Coffee? Or can Coffee extend his lead? Have to wait and see. Just trying to follow with someone. Widget is gonna come into the pit, so let's skip. Lynx P is just done a lap, so he's probably gonna pit too. Kinky also just done a pit. Coffee seems to be backing out. Casey on a quick lap. Casey is on a quick lap. Here we go. Want someone to follow. Wait, no, his ERS is off, I think, no? If the light is flashing, I think it means that the ARS is off. Or it's just low on ERS, one of the two. Seems like he's still pushing though. which you love to see. Seems to be like a very good exit from Casey. Can he improve his lap? That was very close on track limits. But can he improve? Just not. Like I think it's 1/10 in between him and his fastest lap time. So just not enough for Casey. But I think if he comes in, that he can maybe improve his lap time. It's gonna be very close over time. Like with only 3 minutes left to go, people will be having. Oh. Sorry for the beeping, guys. Anyways, let's follow here with Coffee. Our pole lap. Yeah, our leader so far. Oh, a little snap there. Matty Peel now retires into the pit. Left the session. He retired on track and then left the session. That doesn't seem good. Anyways, following up here with our pole setter so far. He's not been able to go up on his time, but can he have a good magical third sector to improve that lap time that he put on the first time? Let's see here with Coffee. Having a very good exit, taking now the turn as close as possible to gain time, and into the pit he goes. Won't be an improvement, I think, so he decided to think better of it coming into the pit lane. Same as Kingy. Come on guys, I want to see a lap time. Here we go. William improves into the top 8 he goes. My god, it's all so close. Look at that, between P6 and P9. All within the same tent. Let's see here, Rusted Bolt. Just improved his lap time, but still in P11. Brewdog on a quick lap. 3/10 up so far, so he might be able to jump into the top 5 if it stands like this. Good exit, seems to be a very stable backhand. Taking the turn very wide open and now making the turn as short as possible. Or not? P5. Nice. Very nicely done. Coffee has retired into the pit lane. Coming out of that half spot, probably his seat is getting too warm with the heat out here. It's been very hot today. It's been very, very hot. But let's see. Casey invalidated his lap time, so we will ignore that. Brewdog just did a lap time. So I think William is next. He's been saving up, so he's gonna charge for another lap time. Rusted Bolt also saving up. Widget though seems to be going for it. Although he made a small mistake, and Destroyer still has to put a lap time on. Oh, that's an invalidation from Widget. So just trying to see who's gonna come up to the finish line at first. Merckx now gonna go start his flying lap. To the gravel went William. I am. Widget is going slower. Destroyer. I'm just trying to follow. Oh, we have a purple sector here of Lynx. Will Lynx be able to put Coffee off his pole position that he's been keeping since the beginning of the session? Will he be able to jump over it? Kinky and Dutch Beast are already done for today. Casey is also done. William also done. Into the pit goes Widget, so he will start on the last row of the grid. Well, second last row if you think of it. Unless Destroyer goes over him. But yeah, so far not a faster sector in sector 2 from I-Lynx, but his first sector was faster. So I'm not sure if he will be able to improve or will he be challenging Coffee. Let's see how he will take his final turn. Taking very close to the exit. Opening his steering wheel, taking now the turn as short as possible to gain as much time. Will he be able to jump over Coffee? He won't. Is anyone else able to challenge him? Yeah, here we go. Merckx goes over Coffee. The last seconds of the session. Merckx going over and Destroyer also going over his own teammates. Hazer also goes over Coffee. So it's Merckx P1, Hazer P2, and Coffee P3. Bruda, can he cook something out of that last stint he invalidated? He won't be able to cook. So that's session done. Pole position for the Williams car from Merckx with P2 Hazer, P3 Coffee, Lynx P4, Mr. P, P5 Kingy P6, Dutchy Beast P7, and then I can't remember it anymore. Wow, I wasn't expecting that, not gonna lie. Like I thought Coffee had it, but Merckx pulled something out of the sleeve and got himself into P1. So it's British P1, P2, then Coffee P3, iLynx P4, P5 for Mr. P, Kingy P6, Dutch Beast P7, Brewdog P8, Casey P9, and rounding off the top 10 we have William. Then Rusted Bolt, Matty Peel, Destroyer, and Widget in P13 and P14. That's what you would like to see for the home team here. Also, I don't know, maybe they were saving tires. God knows what will happen, but the race is long, guys. Like, it's a 100% race, as I said before. So people will have a lot of chances to do something crazy with strategy-wise. I don't know if it will be raining. It seems to be a little bit cloudy, as I can tell on the screen, but I don't know if it will rain or not. Let me know in the comments, guys. What do you think of the race? Will there be a safety car? What the strategy is? I don't know. I really don't know. Matty is having some issues. Coffee saying they just couldn't let me have it. Well, God knows, or like maybe you can have the race wing. Very curious if it will rain as well, like as Viva is asking here. As I said, it looks very cloudy, but I don't know if it will rain. As it's like if it was real life, I think it wouldn't, since it's been bone dry here. Well, in Belgium and the Netherlands at least, but let's see what they say in the Discord. Someone say yes. Viva, I will say for you, it will rain. I don't want to jinx it, but it will rain. So there you go. I really hope it rains though. Like mid-race, switch to rain, then to heavy rain, and then back to dry. Will be ideal scenario to have some chaos, you know. Doesn't need to be all dry. For me, it can be a little bit chaotic. Coffee says it's not gonna rain. Damn. It's time to put the sprinklers on that Bernie Ecclestone, install them to the track. Make the track a little bit wet. There we go. Viva is saying it just not. I don't know if you heard me or not, but I find that a very good idea. So we go at 34, so 4 minutes left to go. I think the start will be very interesting with the short turn of turn 1. It's being very narrow, so there might be some collisions going on. I hope no front wings though, like otherwise it's could be like a very hard race. Surely if you start on mediums or hards in the beginning, you want to go long. You don't want to go very short on those tires, so yeah. Gonna try to keep it clean into the first lap, first couple of laps. Rusted Bolt saying I'm so much behind. Maybe something is wrong with the car, you know? Be very careful into turn 1. They could do a full Kartikeyan. I think it was Kartikeyan. In 2011, if you remember it. I don't know if anyone was there to see the race, but he was driving back then into the very OG car of HRT, and he suddenly, I don't know, I think he broke and then lost the car, but he went onto the grass on the right side, and then hit it off like people like some cones, you know, from bowling. I think he got Schumacher with him. No, wait, not Schumacher. It was Rosberg. Rosberg loaded his car, a Ferrari car as well, I believe. It was very cool to see. Very scary, of course, for the drivers, but it was a sight. Suddenly see a car going sideways into the whole pile of midfield teams. Since Kartikin just missed the leaders. Like, I don't know if it was an assassination on Vettel, stopping him from winning so much. But yeah, I'm rambling a little bit too much. But you know, we got nearly 2 hours to talk. You know, so gotta do something with it. Am I right? But yeah, I don't know what it is for the strategy though today. People will go for. I think it's at least 2-stopper. If the game won't fuck with us, because I've heard last race was a little bit chaotic with the tires that the game did put on older tires, while the while the engineer was saying like, yeah, you got 2 new tires. So I don't know if there was a fuck up from the pit crew, or like from whoever is working for the other team inside their own team. Could be a mole. Could be anything. So yeah, we're just now waiting for the start to go. 1 more minute. If I mispronounce any names, let me know too in the chat. If I say it wrong, I will try to watch it. But yeah, I'm just trying my best. Sniper is saying good luck, everyone. It's gonna be fun. Italy, I don't think it's a hard track, but a mistake can cost you very highly here. I know the Parabolica turn and the Lesmos are very easy to spin your car around. I don't know if the curbs are still as deadly as they were on the last game, but if they are, then yeah, best to avoid them. Surely in the race, like don't need to make any necessary risk. Like if it costs you 1/10 each lap, then you know, like it's better than losing 1/10 than losing a front wheel or or a wing and having to make a pit stop and losing like 26 seconds. Because you won't gain that anymore. So we're here now, about to start the race, I believe. Here we go. 2 red lights, 3 red lights, 4 red lights, 5 red lights. Vamonos, and away we go. Seems like it is a good start from Merckx. Wait, no. Was it a glitch? No. It's a bit glitchy at the moment, but seems to be like it's a decent start from Hazer, going side by side with Merckx. My god, these guys are still going. Hazer goes over Merckx into the lead. There's contact behind. Coffee goes off. Into the wall goes Brewdog. Retired. 10-second time penalty for Casey, and virtual safety car it is. Why is it only a virtual safety car? That was a massive crash. Holy shit, another spinner there. That's Dutchie going around. What the hell did just happen? Whoa. So Coffee lost out big time. Huge start from the Ferrari driver of Widget and Destroyer, who both gained positions also for the home team. And now there's a full-time safety car onto the track, so no more virtual. Safety car now gonna pile up back, but what a start. That was so unlucky for... I don't know what happened. Like, it seems like Coffee went quite wide on the beginning of turn 3 and then collided with people behind him and then lost the car. And I think Brewdog, as I saw it right, I don't know if I saw it right, like, correct me if I'm wrong, He tapped like he was just a passenger and crashed into Coffee. Yeah, and to the pit goes Eilings now. Also Casey to serve maybe the 10-second time penalty. But good start from Hazer. Merckx just losing out into P2. Mr. P also gaining 2 positions, same as Kinky. Then 9 positions now for Widget, who started nearly at the end of the grid. Bolt also gained 5 positions, 3 positions for William. Matty Pio 4 and destroyed also 4 since Dutchy and Eilings went into the pit. But yeah, let's see here with the tires. I'm gonna see into the Discord if there is anything. Oh, Rulak saying that lost long. Accident in front of me, had to go onto the grass, I spun into the wall. Well, have a nice drink out there, Brewdog. Sorry to hear, oh, it seems like here, as the possible race strategies is saying. So either 1 stop or a 2 stop. So, there we know it now too. But everyone seems to be on either medium tires or hard tires. But what a start though from Widget. Let's see with our man here. What are the hell? I hate it so much that Cody's only have like 3 helmets so far. Like everyone has been having the same helmet. Like don't get me wrong, the purple helmet, I love it. Big fan, but we need some more changes and mixes into the helmets, am I right? Oh, wow, what a start. Not the start Coffee wanted to see. Surely after like losing out just the pole position. I don't know why my start was so glitchy as well. But yeah, that's one thing we can put off our bingo card. Safety car being off into lap 1. I think everyone was able to keep it clean into turn 1 though, but like after that it was huge collision. I don't know, I don't think I can go back again, but I wish I had replay cameras. But yeah, 53 laps now in total. Thought it was 57, so I was pretty close by. Yeah, with who made here a pit stop? Let's see. Interval, no. Lap data, no. Penalties. Okay, so all penalties are gone. That's good. And then 3 pit stops did happen. And off goes Merckx. Merckx, what you doing? Off goes Dutchy as well. Guys, that's not where you're supposed to go. What's happening? So Hazer is now still in the lead, but like Merckx now into P8. Damn. Okay, let's go back to the tires. And let's follow here with Mr. P. Will he be able to challenge Hazer for the leads? Gonna have to wait and see. But off goes Hazer now, hoping to make a gap in between himself and Mr. P. Mr. P being able to follow up quite good on the restart from Hazer. Following up also is Kinky now into P3, and seems like here Widget is gonna go for it. Widget is gonna go for it. Is Mr. P gonna make a move? Widget is going into P3 now. Onto the podium, starting from last into P3. He goes. What a move from Widget. Great restart now. Is he gonna make a move on Mr. P? Seems he's taking a very wide line, but he drained a lot of his battery to make that overtake on Kinky. Could be very important for the rest of the race, since you want to be into the DRS train of the leader, so you can follow very closely to him. But yeah, let's follow here now with Merckx. Will he be able to make a move on Matty Pio? He has to gain. Oh wait, why is there still safety car to shoot? It's not going away. Okay, anyways, safety car is off, guys, so don't get me wrong over there, but here we go. Merckx having a look on the inside. Is he close enough to go for it? He seems to be thinking better of it, and is waiting. Helicopter shot, let's go. We love these. We always love these. But yeah, end of lap 4, and Hazer is still leading in front of Mr. P Widget. Here we go. Link's now going for a move on Destroyer, who was trying to defend on the outside, but has to back out of it. Hazer now into... Oh, here we go. A move from Coffee and... on... No, Casey goes over Coffee, since he's on fresh medium tires. Gonna try to follow up with everyone equally as much as I can. So I'm gonna try to give everyone some free airtime on the TV. There's no sponsorship around here. There's no biased drivers here for me. Everyone is equal. Everyone deserves me to win this fucking race. Bruduk, even you're out of the race, but to me, you could get the driver of the day for having the beer, you know. But in all seriousness, let's follow up here. Gonna follow up here very closely too with the top 3, because they're all very close to each other. Question is, will anyone make a move into the middle sector? I don't think they would, but you never know. You really never know here. I thought someone was really close by. We have a move from Casey on Destroyer. But yeah, everyone is still within the DRS train of Hazer, so except for Eiling's piece, who had to back up. But here we go, Widget going for a move around the outside of Mr. P. Will Mr. P be able to defend and go for a move maybe on Hazer? No, he won't, but he will be able to defend for his second lap time. Off goes... I don't know who that was, but I think, yeah, it seems like it was Kinky for corner cutting, so he had to avoid the crash, I believe. Yeah, here we go. William now goes into P4, overtaking Kinky, who had to cut the chicane and leave the position. Bit of a bad exit from Kinky there, and Merckx nearly going for a move on it. So Kinky now feeling the pressure from the Williams driver. Matty Peel was also having a little look on the Rusted Bolt, but I don't think... I think Destroyer, did he disconnect? Let me see if I can invite. There we go. I got you, homie. Anyways, following up here now with Widget, will he be able to go for another move on Mr. P, or will Mr. B go for a move on Hazer? Seems like he has the speed. He has lots of speed compared to Hazer, who has no DRS. Hazer now moving a little bit to the right side, and Widget thinks better of it, not forcing a move. But we have a new leader now in town, and that's Mr. P for the Williams team. Everyone is so damn close to each other. Rusted Bolt now, very close by to Matty Peel. I don't think he will go for it. He's having a look to maybe put a little bit of a scare on Matty Peel, but Matty Peel not getting very scared of him, so he will stay in P7. Hazer seems to be very close by to Mr. P. Has his DRS wing open. He's not gonna go for it. They all stay behind each other, but gotta be careful that you don't hit the back of each other with staying all behind, because you all break a little bit earlier to stay behind the cars. Now Merckx going for a move, and Hazer also going into P1 now. So right before the start-finish straight, Hazer giving the luxury back to Mr. P, but seems like there's still some fighting going on. Let's follow up here. No, into the lead will go Mr. P again, And Widget maybe can go for a double overtake. Will he be able to go for the lead? Seems to be taking a very narrow turn. They make contact. They go onto the curb, touching each other, and Hazer goes back into P1. Widget and Mr. P making contact, and behind there's also still a fight going on between the two teammates of Matty Peel and Kinky, who are now getting attacked by Ilex, going around the outside. Is he gonna be able to pull a fucking double overtake? Yes, he will. Oh, careful guys, careful, don't make contact. Loses out to 2 positions to Matty Peel and Rusted Bolt gaining out of it. But still side by side do these 2 teammates go. What a battle this is. Matty Peels gets the upper hand of it. Sector 2, yellow flag. I think that's a destroyer who went off and is now DNF'd. So unlucky, and safety car. We can have a little breather. Was there contact between the Dutch Beast and Destroyer? Did Dutch Beast just spin on his own? Screaming in the chat, no. I'm so sorry to hear, Destroyer. But what happened? I saw you were into the wall on the beginning of Sector 2, but I didn't see. No one going into the pit lane, except Rusted Bolt now going into the pit. I feel like Dutch Beast is also driving bits slower. Is it under safety car speed? Left rear on the gravel. Fuck, that's so unlucky. New tires for Rusted Bolt. Not a good day for Destroyers. So unlucky to get. I tell you, like one mistake here and you're off. It can be so costly. The walls here are unforgiving. Like I've had a lot of crashes here myself on this track, so I know how bad it can feel like to crash out. But yeah, unlucky. Next week there will be another race though to gain the redemption. But yeah, at the moment we're here now, taking a little breather of the race. So into the lead we got Hazer, then Mr. P, then we got Mercs back into P3 after that little weird mistake under the safety car. P4, then we got Widget and William, then Matty Peel, Kinky, Ilinks, KC, P9 and P10 Coffee with Dutch Beast and on new tires for Rusted Bolt. Feeling bad because I practiced Monday and I had some free time today evening after work so I can finish the race. Loss of connection distracted me. Yeah, that's also you gotta take in mind, because like you lose connection, you're more stressed because of like fuck, could fuck up your race. Then when you regain, like you have other tire pressure on, not pressure, like other tire temperature on. So you gotta take that in mind as well. Like I don't know if they were like back heated up again, but one mistake then into the gravel, and then if you go on the throttle too early, car goes wild, car goes boom, car DNFs. We see no marks anymore though, so the marshal seems to be having it cleared up all. So I think the safety car might be coming into this lap. So far it also seems to be still pretty dry, if you can see from the view from Hazer. Compared to the back of the grid, it seems to be super rain. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting few laps from Rusted Bolt if you will be able to pull a massive undercut onto the rest of the people. 2 safety cars already into 10 laps. So here we go. Race control has given us a message that the safety car will be coming into this lap. Hazer will control the speed now. Has to be able to keep above. Wait, there's a penalty. Wait, no, never mind. The penalty was still there from... Wait, no. What penalty is that? 3-second time penalty, so... corner cutting. Here we go. Everyone waving except the Iceman himself, Hazer. Keeping it very chill. Into the last turn. Here we go. Will he be able to shake off Mr. P and his teammate? Mercs. Still not going. 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 And he goes. Very unpredictable, not gonna lie. But yeah, seems to be like he's not been able to shake off Mr. P quite easily. But Widget seems to be under pressure. Oh, big move from behind from Irelings. Making the move on Kinky. Kinky making contact now with Irelings. We see an Alpine like onto the grass in the background. Seems like a little bit of an episode of The Office, but now Coffee going around the outside of Kinky. Will he be able to pull the move? Is he gonna make a move on Casey as well? It seems like they make contact. Coffee going sideways, doing a little bit of Tokyo Drift. Now Russell Bolt going side by side with Irelings piece. Kinky also losing now the spot to both of these guys. And Coffee now lost out massively, big time, with that launch onto Casey. I don't think that was the smartest thing to do, since he had to come from from very far away. So now they lost some time compared to the top 6. There's a crash. Hazer is out. Hazer seems to be out. What a massive smoke. Holy shit, he's upside down. He's upside down. Is he okay? Car disappeared. I think he's dead. Holy fuck. Williams won too. The leader lost it. Hazer lost it in the end of the corner. Is it Parabolica? No. I forgot the corner name. Only ball boxing. Interesting. Another safety car we have here though. And Coffee and Dutch Beast now pitting for fresh tires. What is this race, guys? I'm streaming, Matty. I don't know if you hear this on the Discord server, but I'm streaming. But my God, that looked awful. That crash. I hope the force feedback wasn't too strong for Hazer, because that would have hurt his wrist, I think. Holy damn. So we have, again, a new leader. And it's a Williams 1-2 with Widget P3. And Matty Peel suddenly, out of nowhere. P4, Casey P5, and Lynx P6. Russell Bolt P7 with that whole collision with Kingy. What a chaos. I love how the car was also just disappearing when we were like looking at it. My God. Coffee on soft tires? Huh. Interesting. Safety car gonna need new tires too. Tell me about it. Champion losing his magic, struggled last week and DNF this week. Is he under pressure though? Joined the new team and now seems to be struggling with that Sauber car. Could it be the Ferrari? Seems like there's two Ferrari engines that are like now into, well, the pit garage again. With one other Ferrari car now into the top 3, and one other Italian team of Racing Bull. Oh, I think they're still Italian. I think so. With Matty Peels into P4. But such a chaos, and it's only lap 13, guys. Like, we're not even halfway. We're not even over the half of halfway. Or we might just be now, but Mr. P, Merck, William, and King E will keep him under pressure. Destroyer. I think Mercs lost it onto the curb of the fast left, right, left core. I don't know. What's the name? Is it Parabolica? I forgot the name. I need to look this up. Monza circuit. Gotta keep an eye on the safety car. I need names. Ascari. Ascari, that's it. Parabolica is a last turn. Okay. So, as Viva is saying, I lost the Ascari onto the curb and then went massively into the wall. From what I could tell, at least, like that crash looked very heavily. But safety car now coming into this lap. This time, Mr. P controlling the pace, waving, making sure his tires are warmed up, and off he goes already. Goes very early, surprising his own teammate Merckx. Now Widget nearly touching the grass a little bit. But yeah, good restart from both Williams cars, who have been able to pull a little bit of a gap between himself and the Ferrari driver of Widget, but all still within 1 second. Is someone gonna be able to make a move into turn 1? Trying to follow, but the camera angles are a bit dodgy. Massive gap between Casey and Matty. Top 3 basically like just got loose completely from everyone else, nearly. Unless Matty can catch up again to the top 3. It seems like there's a lot of pressure now from Merckx and Widget on to the leader of Mr. P. I think this race is gonna get real heated. Three good contenders from F1 23 out, and we're not even quarter away. You're not wrong, Destroyer. Here we go. Top 4 now is cut loose from Casey, so Casey will have to be doing some magic to catch up again. And Rusted Bolt is now like on 5 lap, like he's on the fresher tires of top 7, so he should be able to gain as fast as possible positions. But here we go. Here we'll see some overtakes. Come on, let's go, guys. Give us some entertainment. Seems like Merckx is gonna be able to pull a move on his teammates. Let's follow up here with some popcorn of Widget. So Merckx now into P1, Mr. PP2. So they swap positions. For the rest, I think everyone seems to be very clean into the other corners. Like we had a portion of crashes already, I would say. Mr. P still putting some pressure on to Merckx, so no team orders it seems between the 2 drivers. I'm gonna try to keep in touch here with the top 4, because in top 4 it seems to be very close. A very good exit from Matty Peels, who's now been on the back end of Widget. Will he be able to go for a move into Ascari? I'm gonna remember that name now for the rest of my life, because we can't forget the turn. Matty Peel breaking a little bit later compared to the Ferrari driver, nearly. I think he nearly shit in his pants. Holy shit, that was so cool. With the back end of Widget. Good avoidance though, because from what I've seen today, that could have been very nasty. Could have been very nasty, but good avoidance. Still within 1 second of Widget. And into lap 16 we go. Wait, no, lap 15. Merckx now defending, but won't be enough from Mr. P. Mr. P back into the lead. Widget stays behind, and Matty P is now out of 1 second. There's another move going on. Yellow flag. I don't know what that is for, but Coffee made a move now on William. So making those soft tires, he has to make the moves now. Did well to avoid that. Could have killed him. Surely could have killed him there. But yeah, so far I think we had a portion of crashes, but the battle's been very rough today. Very hard. Let's see. It's very tough to follow with everyone, but we have a new contender into the top 4. And that's Eilings. Merckx now also going back into P1. I think he just swapped with his teammate. I don't know if they're doing some tactics together or if they're helping each other, but if both can get to P1 strategies would be very interesting. Well, to be fair, he's being very close to Casey here. I'm gonna try to follow here on board with Matty, who is having a beautiful view of Mr. P now overtaking. We have a double overtake maybe going on for Widget, who seems to be going for the inside of Mr. P, trying to go for the move first on Merckx, because they still been going side by side. There's a little bit of contact between himself and Matty Peel of Merckx and the Racing Bull driver. Matty Peel still looking on the inside. Is he gonna be able to defend off now from Eilings? There seems to be a little board going off as Widget made a little mistake there. I think he broke onto the grass and lost his rear end, but into P7 now. Widget goes. That's such a shame. He had such a good start in the beginning, but now struggling and getting under pressure from Coffee. He's probably gonna go for a move because he has the DRS. He can go for the move on Widget, and maybe William can take the advantage as well now. Widget now braking very early. Does he have damage? I think that's... yeah, front wing is gone. Front left wing is... so he must have clipped Mr. P or someone at least. Because you can't lose your left front wing on a corner that's going to the left side. So he should pit, I think. Such a shame. Anyways, Eilings now going to have a look on the inside of Matty Peel. Matty Peel braking very late, being able to defend off from Eilings. And now Casey suddenly out of nowhere putting Eilings onto the grass. Rusted Bolt now coming through. Was a bit of a dodgy move there, I'm not gonna lie to you. From Casey. And Eilings missing out a lot. These guys need to do retrails, and we'll do them at Monza. Agreed, Monza is seems like it's very harsh track to battle on. Now we have here the top 3 fighting. Will Merckx go for a move? He will probably stay behind the leader. Everyone seems to be staying behind. No one really going for an overtake. Coffee now with a 3-second time penalty. Here we go, Casey now looking for a move on Bolt, Bolt made a move on Casey. Apologies, but now Bolt into P4 on those fresher tires. Keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. Bolt here has the benefit, I think, and has a very high chance here to go for a move. No. Oh my god, there's so much battles going on, if you can see. Ooh, careful there. Casey and Eilings now made the move on Casey. This time made it stick. But yeah, that was very close again between those two drivers. Back on soon, heading to work. Okay, have a safe drive out there, Viva. We'll keep on watching the chaos here at Monza. Didn't say that out loud, that wasn't me. But yeah, Merckx now P1, P2 for Mr. P. So Williams still retailing the lead, with Matty Peel now putting some pressure onto the Williams driver of Merckx. Mr. P. I'm getting everyone shuffled up. But yeah, seems like that was a good exit from William. Let's follow up here with Matty Peel now, going into P1, P2, overtaking Mr. P, and now he might be able to go for a move on his teammate of Merckx. So will he be able to that we get maybe a new leader in town? No, because Mr. P now goes for a move. Merckx now will lose a position to Mr. P. And here we go, Matty Peel looking down the inside of Merckx, but can't make the move stick. And Rusted Bolt is now very closely to Matty Peel. These drivers are leaving no inch to each other. I mean, good job, brother. I got a safety car. Wait, no. Ah, I was looking at the top line. I got a bit distracted. I saw safety car. I was like, wait again. Oh my god. Fuck these guys are yeah, they're gonna make me lose my voice by the end of the race. Because here we go, Merck's now going again for a move on Mr. P. They're having to make the move now because Matty Peel seems to be putting some pressure on the Williams team. Because he's like, okay, I'm done with this. Like, they keep on switching, but I want to have the lead too. I want to have the lead. I want to make a gap, or try to at least. William now also making a move on Casey. So Casey dropping back to P8. But yeah, the top 5 is so close to each other. With Coffee in behind. But now, Matty Peel going side by side with Mr. P. And so far, battery-wise, I think Mr. P is winning it. But here we go. Out of nowhere, Rusted Bolt making the move on Matty. And now Link's going for the move on Matty. So they're still going side by side here. Now Matty Peel putting iLinks onto the curb, but iLinks is done with it. He's like, okay, no, I'm just gonna take this position out. And before it is for the Sauber car. Lost some time though to the top 3, so he might have to push a little bit hard to get back into the DRS. But Rusted Bolt now putting some pressure on Williams, on the Williams team. I was gonna say, not Williams, because we have a William here. So let's try not to confuse everyone here. But yeah, so for, I want to go to the midfield too, but like up ahead it's super tight, guys. So do apologize. We're gonna try to follow up a little bit if I see if someone is close by, because everyone, as I said, everyone deserves enough screen time. If I see action, I just go for it, and if it's at the top 3, I'm just gonna follow, you know, because as you can see, it's been very tight and it's been very interesting because Rusted Bolt is a complete different strategy compared to these two here, who both are on older hard tires compared to the medium tires from Rusted Bolt. But now Merck's defending. They kind of try to box him in, but Rusted Bolt now going into P2. So finally someone's been able to split the two Williams cars after turn 1. And this could be very interesting because they've been working together, I believe. And now Rusted Bolt can make and get some advantage out of it. So yeah, interesting. So yeah, we're nearly halfway now of the race. Still some first pits that having to be made for at least 6 cars here, I think. Wait, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 5 cars, because iLinks pitted at lap 1, at the end of lap 1. Speaking of iLinks, making the move now on Matty Peels, going back into P4. Beautiful move from iLinks there. Up behind the gaps are a little bit more spread, like Casey, Kinky, Dutch Beast, and Widget, who had to pit for a new front wing. Helicopter shot here of the top 5. This is a little bit of a sum up, like what the race has been like so far. Top 5 being very close to each other, being switching position every lap it's someone else differently. But here we go, a new leader in town. Rusted Bolt goes over Mr. P. Rusted Bolt saying that he was struggling, but now Merckx comes with a huge amount of speed. But in between Mr. P and Rusted Bolt, now back into P1. So that P1 from Rusted Bolt didn't last long, but now Rusted Bolt still is not done fighting yet with Merckx. So he's going now around the outside, recreating the move between Vettel and Alonso in 2011, 2010, 2012. I don't know which year it was, but here we go. Rusted Bolt around the outside into P1. Definitely now. So he made the move stick on Merckx. And what a move it was. What a battle it was. Like the respect between these two drivers is insane, and that's what we like to see. We don't want to see like people getting pushed off. We don't want to see crashes, even though like they sometimes can be putting some drama into the race. No. We love to see clean overtakes, clean hard battles. Also, For anyone in Europe, I don't know if you can see, but for me on the left side here, it's a big red moon. Very beautiful. But in game, still mid-A. Mr. P now overtaking Mercs for P2. And iMatty now sending it a little bit on iLinks. Going very wide, losing the car a little bit. But iLinks now making the switcheroo on Matty Peels, going back into P4. Oh, still now within DRS, so they are close to each other. Mr. P now going back into P1. Can Mercs also get the position of Rusted Bolts? Yes, he can. And that's your top 3 changed once again. But Rusted Bolt might think better of it. Here we go. Coffee and Kingy both into the pit. Kingy pitting for hards. Coffee pitting for soft. So I don't know if they will go till the end of the race, but they surely will try to stay out as long as possible in case there might be a safety car. Widget now also overtaking Kingy. So he finally won a position. Hope he can mix himself up again into the race after that little oopsie he had. But yeah, top 6 now. Top 7 actually. No, yeah, top 6. Now I'm at the Peel, looking around the outside for a move on iLinks. Is he gonna make it stick? Yes! Whoa, what a move from Matty! Damn. Okay, I like that move. That was ballsy. It was very ballsy into Ascari. But yeah, up to the top 3 again. Because Rusted Bolt seems to be going for a move on Mercs, but Mr. P won't have DRS, so they both will gain some speed. They both will probably go over Mr. P, who will now be under the challenge of all the rest. And Rusted Bolt now back into P1, Mercs P2, then Matty into P4, iLinks P5, and here is a new challenger, William. William has joined the big crew of the top 5, so will he be able to go mix himself up a little bit in between these cars, because he has also like pressure tires, so gotta keep an eye on him as well. He might be able to challenge and gain from the mistakes if there will be made any mistakes up ahead. Matty Peel now looking very close. Is he gonna try to recreate the same move as what he was doing to iLinks? Mercs also very closely by to Rusted Bolt, trying to put some pressure. Very good exit from Matty Peel over there, pressuring Mr. P. But look at that. It's beautiful, isn't it? Like a big train all fighting for the win. This is what we need in real life Formula 1 as well. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, just the changes here, and just every lap is just another leader. And iLinks now going for a move on Matty Peel, who seems to be having a bad exit. Rusted Bolt now back into P3, Mercs into P1, and iLinks nearly looking for a move on Rusted Bolt, but thinks better of it. William also stays P6. P7 here, Casey. 5 seconds behind William. Dutch Beast, then 10-second gap between himself and Casey. Then you got Coffee and then Widget. And Kinky. But yeah, all the battles are here in the top 6, guys. Everything you need is just here. I'm gonna just take a little sip. My god. This race, I'm loving it so far, and we're only just halfway just now. So get comfy, get some snacks, cause we're not done fighting here, it seems. Switching positions. But yeah, back again, Williams 1-2. Rusted Bolt putting the pressure onto the teams of Williams. But having, oh my god, a little bit of a late little braking there from Rusted Bolt, who now could be under pressure from iLinks, but now Mercs going to the right side, Rusted Bolt making the move on Mercs, and now iLinks will gain a position too, and will Matty Peel like maybe gain a position? Mercs trying to go for around the outside move on the iLinks, but can't make it stick, and now Mercs went from P1 to P4 with just one big straight. So this is how fast it can change here, guys. And now William is seeming to look a little bit on Matty Peel. But yeah, I feel like one of them has to make an undercut at some point. One of them has to pit, and like now we're halfway, so I don't know if they're trying to pit at lap 30 or like trying to go as long as possible. But an undercut here could do a lot. Russell Bolt now into P1, changing right before the main straight with Mr. P. Eiling's P3, Merckx P4, and Matty Peel and William following up. And in the background you have Casey. And now Merckx is going for a move on Eiling's right before the main straight, getting the job done. And will Eiling's have a little bit of a reaction back again on the main straight compared to Merckx? Or is Merckx gonna try to make a move on Russell Bolt? Seems like he's gaining a lot of speed compared to the Haas driver. And Eiling's now nearly hitting the back of the Haas driver. And William is just, I think he's following up from a little bit from behind. Still having the DRS, but just letting the cars hand battle while he can save up his tires, save up his battery a little bit. Because as you can see, all the rest have been draining their battery. And now side by side go Matty Peel and Eilings, and Eiling stays ahead of Matty. Fastest lap time also from Widget, which we love to see, who had just DRS with Kinky. Side by side go Matty Peel and Eilings, who have been now dropping DRS. So now Eilings doesn't have the DRS because he's been fighting the whole time in the sector 2. But Eilings been able to defend off from William. My god. Now Russell Bolt going for the move on Merckx. Merckx nearly losing the car, going a little bit for a drift there as he was super close by onto the grass. And Russell Bolt now trying to go for a move on Mr. P. Into the pit goes Eilings. So Eilings is the first one to respond and maybe has an undercut. And here goes there goes Merckx just flying off on the right side, having that huge amount of speed compared to Mr. P and Russell Bolt, who not been into the slipstream. Now I have the chance to follow up from behind, because behind there's been a battle going on between these two, and we've not been able to follow up a little bit at the back since the front is going for a fight constantly. But here we go, Kinky going for a move on Widget, and Casey ending up right behind these guys. So I think Widget is back into the fight. So now these two can keep on battling. Let's go back up ahead, because not done fighting just yet. And Matty Peel is within out of a second of the cars ahead, so he won't be able to get DRS just yet, unless he has a wonderful like he did now. No, he's still losing time. Russell Bolt pushing as hard as he can to keep the cars behind out of the DRS, because they need to get separate from the other guys. And they have to be able to now watch Eilings, because he's now on the fresher tires, fighting with 10-second penalty for Matty, who went into the pit lane, but he spit into the pit lane. Mr. P now making the move on Merckx. Russell Bolt now following up, and let's follow up with these guys here, because like now Matty Peel came into the pit, so I'm curious, where will he end up? Will he end up ahead of Eilings? There comes Matty. There is Eilings. We'll have to brake very late. Very late, but it goes over the curb, and now Matty Peel goes under and over on Eilings. And now Eilings having to defend from Coffee. And Coffee is going to try to send it around the outside of Eilings, because he has more speed. There's a yellow flag into sector 1. I don't know what I asked for, but now Coffee made a move on Eilings and is into P6. I think that was... I think it has to be Widget. This Widget has damage again. Come on, camera, give me something. Wait, let's follow up here. Because the top 3 have been fighting once again. When one of them pits? No. They won't. They keep the fight going. And now Rusted Bolt into P1. Mercs P2. Mr. P P3. And up behind here, following all the chaos, is William. He's just been enjoying the view. But yeah, here we have some fights going on. We have Casey now making the move on Kinky. And let's see here with Ilinks. Will he be able to make a move on both Matty and Coffee? Coffee now using some DRS. They make contact. Coffee and Matty made contact. Matty going to defend on the right side, moving a little bit too late, but Coffee not expecting that, hitting the rear end of Matty and now having some front wing damage. 3-second time penalty for Widget. Oh my god. And now Ilinks putting the pressure on the Racing Bull. I'm gonna have to switch soon to the lead because there might be some swapping around back again. I think there will be. Let's see here. Merck's trying to go for a move around the outside of Rusted Bolt. Mr. P having to back out a little bit to not crash into his teammate. Rusted Bolt now going into the pit, so out of the lead goes Rusted Bolt pitting. And now there will be a fight between the two Williams cars. They will have to work together. And William just following up from behind. But yeah, let's see here now. Ilinks going side by side with Matty. Going very close by and nearly touching wheels. But Matty won't have DRS. Since there is only now 2 cars now, so Matty will have to lose out. Here we go. Rusted Bolt. Just behind Ilinks. There was nearly some contact between Matty Peel and Ilinks too. Now let's follow up here now. Rusted Bolt now on the newest tires, but is behind Ilinks and Matty. And that's not what he would have wanted, but that means for the William cars that they could have been having the same issue now. And Kingy and Casey now going side by side. Can they keep it clean? Casey defending very good his position. P8 still for the Mercedes driver, and Kingy P9, Dutch Widget and P10, and Dutch Beast and P11. Bit of a lonely race so far for those 2 cars, but now Matty Peel making the move on Ilinks. Let's see if there are changes here. William just staying behind, Mr. P also staying behind, so no changes for once between the top 3. Ilinks now going a little bit sideways. Rusted Bolt also going very wide. But I think Ilinks still will be able to go for a move on Matty Peel since he won't have DRS. So Ilinks will be going to look for a move on the inside. Matty Peel ducking right into the top 3. Suddenly there's a lot of penalties. I don't know if they were popped on suddenly or not, but now Kingy very close by to Casey. It's all so close up to follow. 20 laps more to go, guys. 20 more laps, so still the top 2 still need to pit. William also still need to pit. I think William might be a guy to watch actually, since he will be on more fresher tires compared to all the rest of them. Let me know in the chat, who do you guys got your money on? Three-second time penalty for Dutch Beast. Mr. P now switching with his teammates Mercs, and William just staying behind. Ilinks super close by to Matty again. Rusted Bolt also now closing it very tightly. Let's follow here with Rusted Bolt, who is going to the left side, who has now the fastest lap time of the whole race. So Ilinks now P4, Rusted Bolt P5, Matty Peel P6, Genki Pisa who flew by on the shot. Into the pit goes Coffee. Again. Front wing change. So we only pitted now then for... Wait, no, he pitted 5 laps ago. Bit confused if that was for the crash from before or not, but some battling here going on between Casey and Kinky. Kinky going a little bit wide, but here we go, back again for the lead. Rusted Bolt now also going for a move on Eilings. But let's see here. Well, the Williams team still staying out as long as possible. Mr. P now going into P1. Williams stays P3. William is playing it very tactically, I think. Like he could have like messed with the battling as well, but so far he's not been doing anything. Rusted Bolt now having the fastest lap time. Eilings making back a move again on Rusted Bolt, but they're now closing up to the leaders. I need to take a little breather here, guys. My god, it's been so intense everywhere. Top 3 has been battling. Now Eilings, Rusted Bolt and Matty Peel are like closing up to the top 3. But they might have like the advantage of the newer tires later on. Because like the longer they stay out, and like the harder we'll get to regain back again to the other guys. And off goes... Okay, no, never mind. It looked very glitchy on my screen, but here we go, back, staying out as Mr. P, Merckx, William stays, yeah, stays in P3. So no changes into the top 3. Might be some changes though here in to the top 4. Matty Peel has a look on the inside of Lynx, but can't make it done. Okay, back some focus again here. I'm curious when these guys will pit. Because they've been staying out so long now. 35 laps, like that's huge. It's so warm here. Yeah, here we go. Oh, one of them pits. No. Well, William is looking very closely now. But he's not using anything. Mr. P and Merckx switching. Matty Peel and Link seems to be very close by too. But 70.5 is the gap now between themselves and the leader. Rusted Bolt now with the fastest lap time. But still, Eilings going over and they make contact. Matty Peel and Rusted Bolt made contact. Super lucky that the Rusted Bolt didn't get any damage there, but he won't be happy with that. He surely won't be happy with that. Oh my god, that was a very close call there. I don't think he has any front wing damage, but Matty Peel letting him back in front again. I think that was on purposely done. That's a little bit of an apology since they were like going side by side. So like I don't know what happened, like what kind of contact there is. Mr. P has now a 3-second time penalty. That's no good. The Rusted Bolt and Matty also have a 3-second time penalty, I believe. I think so at least. Wait, let me check. No, 10-second time penalties for Rusted Bolt and Matty. So that's because of yeah, speeding into the pit lane. Casey and Kingy switching up again too. So like everyone seems to be sticking up with their own battles. Matty, is he gonna try to go for a move on Eilings? Seems to be looking on the inside, but thinks better of it, backs out. This time not wanting to make any contact. And now here we go. Kingy, will he go for a move? Breaking very late, nearly hitting Casey, and could save the car just like that. Good save though, Kingy. Good save. Could have been a lot worse, but the leaders here still lap 37. Still going on those older tires. While William is still behind, not doing much. So just gonna follow up with there is more drama here. Like Eilings, Rusted Bolt, and Matty Peel have been fighting a little bit more harder compared to each other, but we're still waiting on the first pit stop. No one is still going in, but there will be changes going on between Mr. P and Mercs. While Eilings, Matty Peel, and Rusted Bolt might have some changes too now. It's honestly been the same stuff constantly over and over again. Now Rusted Bolt losing position to Eilings, Matty Peel losing gaining position on Rusted Bolt, and now Rusted Bolt losing 2 spots again. For the rest, these guys are driving a little bit alone, so like it does make more sense to follow up with the battles. You know, I just follow up where the battles are, and so far it's in the top 6. Matty Peel very close by to Eilings. I'm gonna close my window here. One press on the button, and down it goes. It's full moon. We love to see that. And Matty Peel now going around the outside of Eilings. Been very close between these two drivers too. I don't know if they're waiting for a safety car or not, but one of them has to pit. And there we go. Mr. P is the first one to pit. Who will have the priority? Does Mercs have DRS? Yeah, he does. So I think that was calculated, like talk to each other. And now, Rusted Bolt. Soft tires for Mr. P, so that's a strategy for the top 3 it seems. So new fresh soft tires for them. They're more behind though, like, so they'll have to do some catching up. But yeah, Eilings now into the top 3. Lynx P4 and Rusted Bolt. Wait, no. Eilings P3, Rusted Bolt P4, and Matty P5. With 7 seconds to gain for Mr. P. And same will have to go for Mercs at William, and William has lost DRS to the Williams driver. Matty Peel now with a 3-second time penalty while going wide on the second Lesmo. New follower from Razel. So welcome Razel. Hope you're enjoying the stream. A little bit of a mistake of Rusted Bolt. And now Matty Peel might have to go for a move here, but thinks better of it. Now Mercs is also pitting. It was a very close call between Rusted Bolt and the wall, I would say. I'm gonna say it like that because it was a very close call, like a good save though from Rusted Bolt. And now into P2 goes Lynx. P3 is Rusted Bolt. Matty Peel, sorry, not Matty P. P4 stays behind these guys. William also still has to pit, but I don't know if he will go till the end now, because he had fresher lap time. So, but yeah, 6.5 is the gap now between himself and Matty. and Merckx is within 1 second. So these guys can work together once again to gain up to P2, and they might have a really good chance to go for the victory here, to maybe get a 1-2 for Williams. It should be awesome for them. Now Russell Bolt into P2, taking over the lead, but making a little bit of a mistake, and Eilings now making contact. Russell Bolt now going over the curb again. Matty Peel now goes into P2, gaining from that mistake from Russell Bolt, and Eilings having to cope from it. My god, is Russell Bolt starting to feel the pressure a little bit, because now he has another 3-second time penalty. So he'll be on 30 seconds. Matty Peel will be on 30 seconds. Here we go. And Lynx is losing big time out of it, because he has no penalties, but the rest has. And like they're now losing time compared to Merckx and Mr. P, because it's within 5 seconds almost. It's within 5 seconds now, so. And also here, meanwhile at the back, Widget going for a late dive on King He, but don't think that was the plan from the Ferrari driver. Nearly had him though, like was good, was well seen from King He, who avoided the Ferrari driver. Who's now gonna take a look on the inside, but thinks better of it, backs out. Yeah. Gonna quickly check something. Alright, sorry, I'm back, guys. But yeah, 10 laps to go. William and P1, 11-second gap. Russell Bolt now gaining over Matty Peel. Fastest lap time from Merckx, who is dragging himself and Mr. P up to Russell Bolt. But I honestly think William could go till the end. It could be a masterclass strategy there from William. Now Mr. P gaining over Merckx, but Mr. P's battery is completely drained compared to Merckx. But wait, that doesn't make sense. 5.6 is the gap, so Merckx must have made a mistake somewhere. Anyways, here we go. Matty Peel going for a very close overtake on Russell Bolt. These two have been battling so hard this whole race. Together with Eilings, it's insane. Like now, Russell Bolt won't have DRS, and these two will. Merckx also overtaking Mr. P again. Let's follow up here with the Eilings, because Matty Peel will probably go for an overtake on Bolt, and so will Eilings go for a double overtake on both the drivers. Will he be able to outbrake Matty Peel? Yes, he will. And look how close they are to each other. 9 laps to go, but William might have it covered if he can save those tires till the end. It's going to be very hard though, but if he can, it will be magical. A magical strategy. But now Matty Peel trying to put some pressure on the Sabre car, trying to go for a move, but not close enough. Now 4 seconds is actually now the gap between himself and the older tires, and then they have to do the overtakes. So if William, I believe if William can make this till the end, he has a big chance to win this race. Matty Peel now making the move on Eilings. My brain went silent for a moment. My god. Also, Widget is back within 1 second of King He, so let's keep that in mind as well. Seems to be very close, but backs out of it. But yeah, here we go. move from Eilings onto Matty Peel, and also from Rusted Bolt. I don't know if there was contact, but in the background you can see the Williams car swapping by again, and 3.8 is a gap now. So they keep on closing up, but they're not closing up fast enough to the leader, who at the moment is trying to push as hard as possible without flattening his tires. Now Rusted Bolt back into the P2, fighting very hard with Eilings, who now going side by side through the first Lesmo. Will there be contact? No, there will be just enough space, but Eilings now into P2, and I think Eilings won't have DRS, so he will have to defend once again from Rusted Bolt, who is going to try to make a move around the outside. Will he be able to make the move stick and keep it on the track? Just about. It's very close by, but just could keep the car straight. Now Eilings not pushing hard to go for a move on Rusted Bolt, because he wants at DRS, while these two here are still closing up. They're still closing up. Matty Peel looking down the inside, so Eilings will go to the right side. Let's try to take this shot. Now Eilings looking down the inside of Matty Peel, but Matty Peel now into P1. Oof. I'm gonna follow up here, because like these guys have been battling hard too. Let's follow up here with Widget. Can he make the move this time on the Racing Bull driver? He's gonna go for a move around the outside with the DRS. Easy peasy with the slipstream, DRS, and the overspeed kill. And there we go, Widget now in P8. Kudos to these two guys, so like they've been driving at the back now, but for a little while, but they still haven't given up yet, so kudos to them. Lap 46 though, 9 seconds is the gap between himself and William, so William is now losing some time compared to the top 3. So if they don't battle too hard, William still might be in trouble, because it's puncture territory at the end, you know. It's gonna be very close, but yeah. 1.8 is now the gap between Williams and the cars up ahead. Let's see with Rusted Bolt. You see, he is a little bit far off from Matty Peel, but the slipstream is so strong here. The ERS is so strong here. Like, just look at the power. Eilings goes through, but Rusted Bolt will have to stay in P4. They soon have to be careful for the Williams cars, because there they are already. What do you guys think? Will William be able to pull this off? From where did he even... Let me check. He gained 9 positions. He started from P10. And now he's into the lead after that masterclass strategy. Same as Matty Peel. He was starting in P12? Started in P12 and now is in the top top 3. But yeah, 1.6 is now the gap here between Mr. P and the cars in front, and they're going side by side again. Rusted Bolt having to back out a little bit. And look how much time they will gain for them. It's already like 3 or 4 tenths that they gained just because they all had to lift off, because they all want to have DRS. And now Rusted Bolt will try to go for a double overtake. He's waving, checking where the gaps are, because like you don't want to have contact now again. Sure, like it's the last 5 laps, so please don't spin out now, because that would be like 1 hour and a half, like all lost for nothing. Mr. P and Mercs are gonna get stuck in the DRS train. Yeah, but they all have like fresher tires. So they might be able to gain from him, and here they are at the back of the train. Yeah, indeed. They will be stuck in the DRS train, but I think if they play it smart, like look at the ERS from both of them, both halfway. No, it seems like everyone is halfway. Okay, so it's a little bit different compared to the other game. where the DRS was like very hard to charge up again, because I remember that Italy was one of those that was very hard to regain. But yeah, I remember now like how easy it is. Another 3-second time penalty for Matty Peel. As you can see, 13 and 16 seconds for Rusted Bolt and Matty Peel. So yeah, it's a huge shame. But wide goes Rusted Bolt, who's now gonna lose up a position to Matty Peel. There we go. Following up with Merckx. Can Merckx go for the first move here? Gonna go for a move around the outside of Rusted Bolt. Side by side still do they go. He goes onto the curb, collides with the Haas driver, and now they lost some time. Might get out of the 1 second DRS zone. Mr. P is also having a look. Still going side by side. Mr. P backing out. Don't want to have like any front wing damage. I think Williams has aces, to be fair. Yeah, this strategy has been really good. The teamwork has been excellent. Like that's what you need here. Like you gotta work together if you want to gain as much as you want, and otherwise it wouldn't have been here. I think with 4 or 5 laps to go. And now Merckx is in P4, and now Mr. P just has to get the move done on Rusted Bolt. But I think William can be the biggest winner here, because he's still 6.5 seconds up ahead with like 4 laps to go. And the gaps are now like a little bit more spread out too. But also within 1 second, so let's see Merckx if he will go for a move on I-Links. Can he brake later? No, he can't. So not a lot of changes into the top 6, but there might be a change here for the top 8, with Kingy being close by to Widget again. He's not using a lot of ERS. He's gonna check if he's gonna go for a move around the outside, and Widget braking very late, very early, I mean, to leave Kingy go through. So I think that must be a strategic move right there from Widget, who's probably wanting to have some ERS. 3-second time penalty again for Mr. P, so he will be on 6 seconds. Everyone is on 6 seconds again, except for William, Lynx and Merckx, who have no penalties. I'm gonna leave it on the penalties now, because it's gonna be very interesting to see where everyone will land up. I don't think Matty Peel and Rusted Bolt will get onto the podium. But 5 seconds is a gap now between themselves. William is struggling on those very old tires. They're nearly 40 laps old. Keep that in mind. Eiling's now going for a move. Rusted Bolt now. Merckx now going for a move on the Matty Peel. My god, I'm getting everyone mixed up. I'm so sorry, guys. I really apologize. Like, I've been saying these names like the whole race since you've been battling the whole fucking time. And my brain is having a little bit of a short circuit, I think. But yeah, Widget now going back on for a move again on Kingy. So these two are like switching up again. Coffee is having a race on his own, same as Dutch Beast, same as William, but William might be able to struggle. Like he might struggle soon, depending how close up they get again. Because like it's only 3 laps to go, so they will have to go a little bit more aggressive, as Matty Peel is doing right now, going for the inside move on Merckx and makes the move stick. Merckx now having to go on the curves a little bit. Now Rusted Bolt might have a better exit compared to the Williams driver and might have a look. Unless Merckx now, as you can see, is gonna go for a move around the outside of Matty. And now Rusted Bolt is gonna look for the inside of Merckx, so he might have a good chance here now to get onto the podium. 3 wide once more. But Merckx, I think, will end up ahead. Matty P looking down the inside. Don't make contact now, guys. Was very close. Very, very close. Mr. P now 2.5 seconds behind him. So I think he's just keeping it safe now, bringing the car home. And going for that P2. Since Matty P and Russell Bolt will go behind him with those time penalties. Yeah, Merck's now putting some pressure on Eilings. These guys have been battling so hard. Russell Bolt and Matty P, even though they have the penalties, they're still not giving up though, and it's what you need to see. Like, you can battle as hard as you can. Who knows, maybe you can get the penalties removed. You never know what happened to their, how they got the penalties. I think it was from speeding in the pit lane though, but you don't know what happened, how they got it. Like, you always have to be sure that you finish your race where you want to be, and not like where you have to be due to the penalties, you know? Like, you have to take the penalties out of the picture and try to send it as much as you can. So now Merckx will try to go have a look for a double overtake probably. Looking on the left side, sticking behind Russell Bolt, so he gained 1 position. Eilings now in the pressure from Matty Peel. Matty Peel trying to go for a switcheroo, having a better exit out of the second turn. And I think he might have a look on the right side if he's close enough, but Lynx is using a little bit more of energy. Kingy now make a move back again on the Ferrari car. So needs to keep on battling. Now the gap is only 2 seconds. His last lap too. I just seen this. It's just a last lap, so William might be able to pull it off. If he doesn't get any flat tires, he's gonna pull it off. And Lynx seems to be out of battery, and Merckx has a ton saved, but this guy right here started P10, had a masterclass of a strategy due to the safety car, gained all the positions. Like, I wasn't expecting him to do a one-stopper, but here we go, into the final turn, we have William winning the race, and still side by side go Merckx and but yeah, William wins the race. One stop, what a beautiful race. Merckx P2, Lynx P3 with no penalties. P4 goes Mr. P, P5 Russell Bolt and Matty Peel. Will they lose out on Casey? No, they won't. So top 7 is settled. P8 here, Kingy, still battling hard with Widget, but Widget has a 9-second time penalty, so Kingy will be in P9, P8, Widget P9. And here we go, these two guys, lots of respect for them though. Even though they had a lonely race, they still finish it into the top 10. Dutch Beast and Coffee, who had such an unlucky start with the beginning collision in lap 1, spinning the car around. That's where it went wrong. But yeah, P11 for Coffee, and our non-finishers were Hazer, Destroyer and Brewdog, who was a sitting passenger to avoid the whole lap 1 carnage. Wow, so many battles. GG to William, indeed. Like, what a strategy, starting P10, somehow making it the one stopper work. Like, I'm sure his tires were screaming. It's a very strong race from the Alpine driver. Very rare to see an Alpine on the top step of the podium too. Surely for this year. But yeah, Peely sweating like fuck. Yeah, you did amazing. You did really good. Like, the battle's been very enjoyable. I tell you, I lost my voice over all these battles. It's been insane. Every lap there were some changes going on, and I love this track so much for it. Like, it was nuts. But yeah, also fastest lap time for Merckx. But yeah, our winner in the Alpine, William, with P2 Merckx with the fastest lap. I don't know if the fastest lap point counts. Eilings, P3, beautiful race from him as well. Mr. P, very consistent in P4. Russell Bolt, P5, got a little bit unlucky with the battles sometimes, hard battles. Matty Peel, P6, P7 Casey, Kingy, P8, P9 we got Widget, Dutch Beast, and P10. Then we got Coffee, and our non-finishers Hazer, Destroyer, and Brewdog. Shout out to Brewdog, who's having a beer right now onto his garden. screaming at the neighbor, whatever he's doing. Sniper says good trades and good comms, GG to all. Yeah, it was really entertaining. I want to see what the drivers are saying, but it was a very entertaining race from my side at least. Let's see. Copy, what was that slam? Yeah. Keep the clips and let, sorry mate, wasn't intentional, but yeah. Thank you guys so much for joining though. Was really a pleasure doing the commentary once again. Well, second time for this season. God knows when I will be back for commentating. Hopefully soon, because it's been quite enjoyable following these close-up races. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a great evening. Have a beer, have a soda, have some water. Because it's been a wild ride, this one. But yeah, make sure to to give a like and subscribe. Tomorrow we'll be back. Tomorrow I'll be racing for the Inter tier, so make sure you tune in because it's gonna be spicy. Yeah, have a good weekend, you all, and talk to you guys later.